Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today our topic is computer case. The computer case encloses most of the components of the system. It provides mechanical support and protection for internal elements such as the motherboard, disk drives and power supplies, and controls and directs the flow of cooling air over internal components. This case is also a part of the system to control electromagnetic interference radiated by the computer and protect internal parts from electrostatic discharge. Large tower cases provide space for multiple disk drives or other peripherals and usually stands on the floor. Well, desktop cases provide less expansion room. All-in-one style designs include a video display built into the same case. Portable and laptop computers require cases that provide impact protection for the unit. Hobbyists may decorate the cases with color lights, paints, or other features in an activity called case modding. Power supply. Main article: power supply unit. A power supply unit (PSO) converts alternating current (AC) electric power to low voltage direct current (DC) power for the computer. Laptops can run on built-in rechargeable battery. The PSU typically uses a switch mode power supply (SMPS) with power MOSFETs, power metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor used in the converters and regulator circuit of the SMPS. Motherboard. Main article: motherboard. The motherboard is the main component of computer. It is a board with integrated circuitry that connects the other parts of the computer including the CPU, the RAM, the disk drive, CD, DVD, hard disks and or any others, as well as any peripherals connected via the ports or the expensive slot. The integrated circuit (IC) chip in a computer typically contains billions of tiny metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistors. Components directly attached to or to part of the motherboard include the CPU (Central Processing Unit), which performs most of the calculation which enable a computer to function and is referred to as the brain of computer. It takes program instruction from RAM random access memory, interrupt and processes them and then send back results so that the relevant component can carry out the instruction. The CPU is a microprocessor which is fabricated on a metal oxide semiconductor (MOS) integrated circuit (IC) chip. It is usually cooled by a heat sink and fan or water cooling system. Many newer CPUs include an on-die graphic processing unit (GPU). The clock speed of the CPU governs how fast it executes instructions and is measured in GHz. Typical values lies between 1 GHz and 5 GHz. Many modern computers have the option to overclock the CPU, which enhances performance at the expense of great thermal output and a need for improved cooling. The chipset, which include the north bridge, mediate communication between the CPU and the other component of the system, including main memory as well as south bridge, which is connected to the north bridge and supports auxiliary interfaces and buses, and finally a super I/O chip connected through the south bridge, which supports the slowest and most legacy components like serial port, hardware monitoring and fan control. random access memory, which stores the code and data that are being actively accessed by the CPU. For example, when a web browser is open on a computer, it takes up memory. This is stored in the RAM until the web browser is closed. It is typically a type of dynamic RAM, DRAM, SDRAM, MSDRAM, read-only memory ROM, which store the BIOS that run when the computer is powered on or otherwise begin execution of process known as boot stripping or booting up. The ROM is typically a non-volatile BIOS memory chip which stores data on floating gate MOSFET memory cell.